We are learning the woman who was shot multiple times by Walgreens employees last year has died. This is according to Travonsha Ferguson's family members. Ferguson sued Walgreens back in March after that shooting that happened in 2023. The employee shot her over shoplifting accusations. She was 7 months pregnant at the time. In her lawsuit this year, she called for compensation for long-lasting health problems from that shooting. She claims she was rushed to the hospital for an emergency C-section as a result, and that her baby was born with a heart defect. Right now, there's no word on a cause of death for Ferguson.
Peace and blessings, ladies and gentlemen. The woman that you just saw in the video is or was 25-year-old Travonsha Ferguson of Nashville, Tennessee. Miss Ferguson recently died in September of this year after being the victim of being shot 7 times by a Walmart or Walgreens employee, Mr. Mytarius Boyd, as you see there on the picture. You see Mr. Boyd looks to be about in his early 20s. But the shooting happened at a Walgreens on April the 12th, 2023, when Miss Ferguson, who was 25 years old at the time, and mind you, she was 7 months pregnant. She and a friend were accused, and I iterate accused, of stealing some lipstick and cosmetics from the store. And apparently one employee noticed the individuals, the ladies, accusedly or allegedly stealing, and they alerted Mr. Boyd, who was a then team leader. Mr. Boyd pulls out his phone and starts recording the ladies. And while he's recording them, the ladies eventually leave the store, reportedly and allegedly not paying for the items. And it is then said that as the ladies were leaving the store, going to their car, they opened the trunk, they were putting some items in their trunk, and then they were approached by Mr. Boyd. Now, it is said that Mr. Boyd was yelling, screaming, and cursing at them, as well as he didn't identify them that he was a Walmart or Walgreens employee. I keep saying Walmart because, you know, everybody just goes to Walmart. But this happened at Walgreens. And so when he approached, as he got closer to the ladies, it is said that Miss Ferguson pulled out a can of mace. Sprayed him up. He sprayed him up. While she was spraying, Mr. Boyd pulls out his pistol and shoots Miss Boyd 7 times. 7 month pregnant, 25-year-old woman shot 7 times by this individual over some lipstick. And after the shooting, her friend drove Miss Travonsha Ferguson to the hospital. At the hospital, she required an emergency cesarean section because one of the bullets came close to her abdomen. And as a result of that emergency cesarean section, her child, Raheem, was born 2 months earlier, but also he was weighing only 2 pounds. And as a result of that traumatic birth situation, he required months and months of an uphill battle to fight for his life. And as a result of that battle, and as a result of the shooting, he was actually born with a hole in his heart. Now, the child, who was about 11, he's about 15 months now. He seems to be pretty well. However, it is related in this article, which is dated from September the 19th, that Miss Travonsha Ferguson has died. Now, they don't give any information how or why she died. However, as a result of that shooting, once again being shot 7 times, sustaining very serious injuries, she was actually forced to wear or be relegated to a colostomy bag. Now, if you don't know what a colostomy bag is, that is when, you have a bag, you can't have a bowel movement regularly. You have your bowels, your intestines go right into a bag, and you have to change that bag on a regular basis. And and you can see from the video where they're announcing the lawsuit. Now, mind you, they only announced the lawsuit in March of this year. So we're talking about 9 months ago. They announced the lawsuit in March of this year, citing negligence and overzealousness by Walgreens, allowing an individual to carry their own personal pistol at work, whether it was beknownst or unbeknownst to them. But also, Walgreens is reported to have a no chase down policy, which means employees who work there, if somebody's stealing, just record them, get the license plate, everything's on camera. Then you let the police do their due diligence in handling that part of the law. So evidently, Mr. Matarius Boyd was one of those overzealous employees, and I've met some in my time as well, who took the theft of the merchandise, or once again, the alleged theft of the merchandise, as a personal offense. Now, what's most disturbing about this case is Mr. Matarius Boyd was not charged. He was not charged with anything, citing self-defense. He was sprayed with the mace and he feared for his life, not knowing if the women were armed or not. Now, how are you going to fear for your life after you chase these women outside in the parking lot? And moreover, even if it was self-defense, which he claims, one shot would be self-defense. 7 shots, as the lawyer pointed out, with outright accuracy. He could definitely shoot. And the lawyer said that it's probably not feasible or possible that the mace even hit him. He said that she probably sprayed the mace in his direction. So this man got away with cold-blooded unalivement. This lady, Miss Travonsha Ferguson, she passed only 3 months shy of her 26th birthday, 9 months after filing that lawsuit. Now, I believe that I wouldn't put it past someone or somebody getting to her and possibly, unaliving her. Now, we don't know. Now, it could be that she succumbed to the injuries. Now, once again, I've known some people who had to have those bags, who've had serious surgeries in the intestinal or internal organs area. And those are some very stressful procedures. And some people have succumbed to those surgeries. So this might be a direct result of that. Nevertheless, we don't know. But my heart and prayers goes out to Miss Travonsha, but only her, but also her son, who's going to be forced to grow up without a mother. But also, he's going to face probably some more medical problems as he ages. And so my question is, Walgreens, they did not, respond initially, but they put out some kind of blanket statement saying that, the safety of our patients, our patrons, and our staff is our top priority, and we are working with authorities in this manner. And to their credit, the least of things is, Mr. Boyd was fired. He is no longer an employee. Now, another article. Now, I don't know if this happened afterwards, but this is Mr. Martarius Boyd. Now, one day, this says he was jailed after causing a disruption and refusing to leave a Nashville Best Buy store when they didn't have a PlayStation 5 in stock. Just before lunch, he entered the Best Buy at 2311 Gallatin Pike Road. Now, that is right next to the shooting that happened at the Walgreens. And he loudly confronts multiple employees until the general manager, Jason Connolly, asks him to leave the store. Due to his loud and disruptive behavior, he refused, demanding to see the store policy on paper that allowed them to remove him. Officers arrived at the location and gave him an opportunity to walk away and out of the store, yet Boyd continued to refuse to leave and began arguing with officers. He was taken into custody and charged with criminal trespass and disorderly conduct. Now, this is the man who is reportedly the shooter at the Walmart incident. Now, I don't know if this incident, once again, is before he shot Miss Travonsha. Now, that should give somebody some inkling about his mental health issues, or after. Now, if it's after, evidently he's gotten away with cold-blooded unalivement. One time he feels like, I don't have to leave, I don't have to go nowhere, show me a policy. So evidently this gentleman, Mr. Martarius Boyd, has some mental health issues himself, and that's one thing that we have to be aware of when dealing with people in the public. Of course, you don't, once again, if whether she stole or not, she did not deserve to be shot 7 times. You can get the lipstick back. You can get the makeup. You can get the Vidal Sassoon back. But you can't get that mother back. And, apparently, if it's true that she probably succumbed to her injuries from that incident. But, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's, once again, open season on black women and men. And we have to be careful when we go to these stores and put ourselves in situations where a potential situation like this can occur. Nevertheless, 919-587-7782. Peace and blessings. Y'all have a blessed day.
From local stories to Wayne County news, get ready to dive into everything happening in North Carolina with Taylor House Publishing. Got a story to share? Shoot us an email at taylorpublishinghouse@gmail.com. If you're looking to publish your book or need some top-notch mentorship, we've got your back. Join the excitement with the one and only Richard Taylor, right here at Taylor House Publishing. Speak with Richard directly at 919-587-7782. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and invite your family and friends to watch.
From Wayne County to the Carolina coast, Taylor House brings the news you love most. Tune in on YouTube, don't miss a beat. Local stories that keep you on your feet.
Taylor House, we got the scoop.
Taylor House Publishing.